How challenging was this tonight compared from the first half of the game to the second half of the game? What was the conversation at halftime?
We thought we played a pretty good first half. We didn't make shots, but yet we also felt like we could get the ball moving more, get the ball to Jimmy more, and let him create. And, we started doing that in the second half, and all the dominoes fell in place.
What type of chemistry is he creating with the team?
He's been great on and off the floor, but just like aside from the chemistry is the confidence. Just the confidence that he's infused into this group has been huge. Raymond was just saying walking over a month ago, we lose that game, no question. But the confidence that he's brought to this team just changes everything for us.
His pressure at the rim, obviously a big factor for their quarter, but in general, what does that open up?
Well, we have shooting, and so with his pressure, putting pressure on the rim like that, it opens up the perimeter. So we couldn't hit a shot in the first half. Then all of a sudden they start going in the second half. No surprise, because he was putting so much pressure on the rim, and now those are wide open threes. And you get wide open threes for great shooters like we have, you're gonna make it more often than not. And so, Coach Izzo used to always tell us, inside-out threes is the best three you can get. And, when Jimmy's piercing the paint like he was and then kicking out, then, it's also tiring their defense out. So then all of a sudden we just start getting throw-ahead wide-open threes, So it affected the game in a major way for us.
Steve said he seems to think that you guys are finding an identity now with Jimmy. How do you see that identity forming?
Well, we've become a team that's putting together on both sides of the ball. Our defense is fueling our offense. Our offense is helping our defense. And when you can connect a game like that, it gives you a chance to be a really good team. And, we're not turning the ball over like we were turning the ball over. We're getting to the free throw line better than we were getting to the free throw line, which allows us to set our defense. And our defense, when it's set, is pretty good all year.
You talk about the confidence changing. You've always been confident. Is it because you won a couple games when he got there? Is it because all of a sudden, I know this is exactly what we were missing? Like, why all of a sudden would you need a boost of confidence?
Well, he definitely was what we were missing. But I'm confident, but you need collective confidence in order to win in this league. You can have one guy confident. I can be confident. Steph can be confident. But if you're not collectively confident as a group, in the group, you can't win. And so I think what he's brought is not necessarily that he's made me more confident or made Steph more confident. He's made this group confident. And you can't win in this league without that. You can't perform well in this league. When you see a guy lose confidence in this league, they're toast. Same for a team. Once a team loses confidence, they're toast. And we had started to, we started off the season great, had a lot of confidence. Didn't go our way for a while. We still kept the confidence, and then it just started to wane. And, like I said, credit to Mike for making that move, and Joe and Peter for, co-signing to make a commitment to someone like that, that big of a commitment, because it's definitely changed who we are as a team for sure.
When you're trying to develop and learn a guy and develop chemistry, what is a play like the one you get to the loose ball, you hit Jimmy down low, he hits Steph for the three? You've been on championship teams with chemistry. What does a play like that do? You only had 10 games.
That changes. It really changes the momentum of the game. And it's also something that, plays like that are things that you build upon. You build trust through plays like that. You build more admiration for each other for plays like that. And obviously, like I said, the momentum swing is huge. Like that play, it broke their back. Like they were toast after we made that play. And, when you're trying to win at a high level, those are the plays that do it. And, we miss a shot, come up with the rebound, get the ball back to the guy who's been dominating and making every play, and then what did he do? Made the play, And so those are the backbreakers for sure.
With the way the team is doing right now, how do you see Jonathan when he comes back there?
Jonathan is a hell of a player, and the team is playing great, and lucky him that you get to come into a situation where the team is playing well. Having to come into a situation where you're trying to fix stuff with that type of pressure, it sucks. You know, so for him, you coming into a situation where the team playing well. He's a great player, so we're not worried about how does he fit or what. He'll be fine, you know. But I think, like I said, lucky for him, you know, we've kind of stabilized the ship, and he can come in and find his rhythm and add to what we've been doing, which is what we need.
I know this rehab process hasn't been easy for him. I know he's been frustrated recently. What have your conversations with him been like as a leader and as his mentor?
Just really keeping the spirit up. You know, checking in on him every day. How you doing? You know, where you at? Like, I think it's important. And then also just making sure that he always feels like a part of the team, man. When you're hurt in the NBA, you do not feel like a part of the team. You got these crazy schedules. You're never with the team. You're training, they're asleep. You know, you're now getting your rest. They're going to the game. Like, you're never really with the team, and it's tough, you know, because you spend most of your life with these same guys. And so just really trying to keep his spirits up, but then also checking in and making sure he's getting his work done. But not always checking with him either. Checking in with people around him, making sure that he's on time, he's on top of his treatment, his rehab, he's getting the extra work in, he's doing all the things that he can in his power to get back out there, and he has.
Looking to some advice for the younger guys down the lane, stronger, they're mature for a consequent. Another team that's going to be bigger. For example, today Town wasn't there, so the Knicks is supposed to be stronger now. But you feel that all the kids are ready for a playoff? Strong?
They got about 6 more weeks to get ready. But the type of games that we're in right now, they'll prepare you for the playoffs. But it's our jobs as leaders to help prepare them, to understand that they probably won't be ready game 1. But how do you work around that? How do you make sure that they're confident in those situations? You know, playoffs, you know, a championship is won over the course of 9 months. And each month you try to take steps towards it. You know, each week, each day, each week you try to take steps towards that goal. So long as they're getting better each and every day like they're doing.
You always admire your job in that, in those cases.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Brandon, just how different does this team feel now than it did a few weeks, a month ago?
I mean, in terms of our energy and our camaraderie, I think it's the same. Obviously, it looks different because we're winning a lot more, but I just think Jimmy's a different player than what we had, and so just added a different element to our group that we already had.
What did you like most about the way you guys played the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of transition buckets. We started to get stops in stretches, and so you put those two together. That's how you start runs, and then when we're transition a lot, it's hard to find the guys they want to find, and so other guys become open because of that.
Brandon, how much is Jimmy impacting weak side movement?
I mean, it just, not even weak side, just in general. It's hard for guys to just guard him one-on-one, and so when you put 2 on the ball, just like when Steph comes off the ball screen, it's just our ability to play 4-on-3 and make the right decisions, right read, and make the shots.
Steve just mentioned that the past couple of days, some of the film sessions have been about maximizing Steph's gravity and kind of playing off that. What were some of the points of emphasis? And just, you know, being somebody that's played with Steph for a year, Jimmy, how would you just kind of assess how you guys were able to do that in the second half tonight?
I think it's just understanding where he's at, understanding a lot of things can be created from him just by screening off the ball for him. And so everybody just kind of having an awareness of, you know, where he's at, but also not being robotic and just be like, I have to get the ball to Steph or I have to screen for Steph. And so there's a good balance that you have to have, and that even Steph himself, you know, preaches to us to not just always look for him, like be yourself too. And I think tonight and the past few games we've had a good balance of it.
Do you think you picked up the pace in the second half, or the Knicks eased back to the defense?
I think it was our defense, honestly. We got stops, and we were able to, you know, get easy buckets in transition, and that's, you know, every team's most efficient offense is in transition. So the ability to get multiple stops in a row and string them together, ended that, you know, third quarter, going into fourth, we did a good job of it.
You guys held them scoreless for like 4 straight minutes in the fourth, finished on a 20-9 run. Just defensively, what was the difference there?
I think limiting Brunson's shot attempts, understanding when he was out there with that group, he's the only one that, not the only one that could score, but the only one that usually facilitates the offense and makes things kind of run for them. And so if you limit his touches and limit his field goal attempts and make other guys have to create for someone else, it takes them out of their patterns and what they like to do. And so we wanted either Robinson or Chua, Josh Hart, guys like that to have to facilitate and make plays for others.